Since we are meeting you for the first time, please tell us the name.
I'm Richard Martinez. I'm one of the attorneys that is in the Senate Bill 1070 litigation. If you look at the preamble to 1070, what it says is that one of its intended purposes is to force the voluntary departure of Mexicanos from Arizona. They want Mexicans to leave the state. 1070 says once you develop reasonable suspicion as a law enforcement officer, you are compelled, you must then ask the questions to make a determination about the status of that person. What the bill envisions is that, let's say a police officer is called to the school because there's been a report, which is required under state law, separate law, that the school believes that a child is the victim of child abuse, has bruises, so that the police officer now comes to investigate, has this child been physically abused? But all of a sudden, I see that you're Mexicano, I see that you're dark-skinned, I see that you look poor. To the officer, that's going to add up to being undocumented. And then they're compelled, under the law, to start asking questions of that student about their immigration status, about their status in the country. Now imagine this. This is from a kindergartner up to a high school student, none of them which have the skills and maturity to be confronted by the police on this issue. In fact, I suspect you're going to get a lot of young people making admissions to things they don't even know.
So if there's nothing that says in there you cannot question a minor about its immigration status and arrest them.
There's nothing that protects minors. It compels all persons. There is no age distinction in 1070.
So it's not a mirror of the federal law like the governor says?
The governor is completely wrong. It clearly doesn't mirror not only the law, but it doesn't mirror the policy or the practice of the federal government. For example, you will not see Border Patrol or ICE agents going into our schools. They don't do that as a matter of policy and practice. The governor is now unleashing every police officer on every school-age student in our state.